Yo, can you hear me? Well, it's like a practice run. It's like a practice run. Here we are, guys. What's up, everyone? How y'all doing? Rewind Cat 279 with the mic off. He gives us 279 with the mic off. The realization, look at that. He let out the window. Okay. I'm not very good at charades. Lazy babies. Lazy babesy. Lazy babesy. Rewind Cat says, it's Kali Yuga, people. It is Kali Yuga, people. He's not wrong about that. In Kali Yuga, your mic can be off for 2 hours. Just speaking into the abyss. Oh man, that was all great stuff too. No, you got to do a practice run. You got to do a practice run. God wanted me to do another practice run on that. Let's talk to the congregation for a minute. Let's give me a break now. Now I'm going to need a break from all that talking. Jesus. Hold on. Where am I in this? Here we go. No, let's get these comments up here, guys. Let's get these comments. Looking beautiful. Wow, it's been a while, eh? You got to do this every day, people. You got to do it every day. You got to do it every day, or sometimes the mic's not on. Can you believe it? Oh, wait a minute. This one on. This one off. This one off. Here we go. And look at that beautiful Eshram. That is a beautiful Eshram right there. There we go. Lazy baby. Who's a lazy babesies? Who's lazy babesy? That's so cute. I like that name, babesy. You cute little boopsy boops. I was at my cousin's house in Texas, and I called her daughter a boopsy because her daughter's like a cute little kid. And she's like, I'm not a boopsy. And I'm like, well, I think you just proved that you are. I think you just proved that you are. She's getting mad. She's like, I'm not a boopsy. And then she talked to her mom, my cousin. And then because we went out to eat, and I came back, and she was like, my daughter has a secret for you. You're not going to believe this. And her daughter goes, you're a boopsy whoopsie. She called me a boopsy whoopsie. And she was like, she had planned this comeback. She thought we were doing some kind of insults on each other. She thought boopsy was like a diss. Because I guess when you're young, you want to be older, right? Can you guys hear me okay now, by the way? Isn't this a cute anecdote about my niece? This is actually it's not in the script. This is just coming in, channeling in right near here as we speak. But my cousin's daughter, my niece, just at that ideal cute age, but very cute and but wants to be an adult, very serious at the same time, very stern, maybe even you could say at the same time. So I was calling her a boopsie, and she was like, I'm not a boopsie. And then I leave, and I guess she's working on this. She was like, she really takes it as an insult. And you know, sometimes when someone gets you, disses you, and then you think of comebacks, I guess she was doing that. Because I called her a boopsie, and she's like, I'm not a boopsie. And then I left, and then 3 hours later we come back, and my cousin's like, she wants to tell you something. She wants to tell you something. She wants to have a word with you. And I was like, yeah. And she goes, you're a boopsie whoopsie. And then I was like, okay. And then she laughed even more. Then she was losing it. That's the best thing you can do. You know what I mean? That's the funniest. If someone tries to come at you and they're like, well, I guess I'm a boopsie and a whoopsie. And she was like, oh my God, she was losing it. She was like, he's admitting it. He admitted it. Boopsie whoopsie, you're a boopsie whoopsie. Yeah, I'm a boopsie whoopsie. He's admitting it. And she's like losing her mind. Not losing her mind, but she's very like, okay. I don't know. You're a boopsie whoopsie. Okay, you just want to be a boopsie whoopsie. Okay, yeah. It was a little bit of like that kind of attitude. So very fun, very cute to see them. They were in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas. Did a comedy show there too. Got on last second. Wasn't the best set, I gotta say. And my cousin was even like, you better not bomb. And I'm like, who bombs, dude? It's gonna be fine. do the set. It was just a weird, quiet. I told him from the beginning, I'm like, these open mic rooms, they get weird. They're silly. They're not like it's not a fun show. It's just like people testing out jokes and stuff. And it just goes up and down and it's weird. It's like, it's not a good, you know what I mean? But there were people there, I guess. But then it was just weird. Yeah, it was weird. It was like, you can tell when people are so new. And they brought, you know what I mean? But no, it was good. It was just good to do a set, you know what I mean, in America. Actually, I did 5 or 6 sets in Austin. Those went well. Those are great sets, great fun sets. Did these like legendary rooms where like Joe Rogan and Chappelle go to in Austin. And man, Austin, Texas, 6th Street, is it? The best party city, hands down. Best party city. Never been to a party city that good. They know how to do it. They know how to party, man. And I remember like a week before I went there, I was gonna meet my cousin. My nephew actually wanted me to meet him at a club. It's like my younger nephew. He's out on a Friday. He's like, "Oh, come hang out with us. We're at this club or whatever." So I go to the club, and the security guard at the club. This is Toronto versus Austin, by the way. This Toronto security guard, like front door bouncer guy. He looks at me. He goes. I'm like, hey man, I'm just gonna go in. And he goes. Oh, excuse me. No, I can't just let in a guy. It's got to. We got to keep the ratio, man. We got it. So unless you're getting a bottle, or if you got a couple of girls with you, fine. But I can't just let a guy in. I'm sorry, I can't. It's not. It's just not. It's not the policy. Sorry, bud. And I remember thinking, like, at that time, because I was in a Toronto state of mind. I remember thinking, you know what? I'm not buying shit in there. You know what I mean? I'm hella not getting a bottle. A bottle? It's like $500 for a bottle of Grey Goose or $300. Why would I buy a bottle of Grey Goose? It's $80 at the store. And I think they charge $300 for it. That's the markup in Toronto. That's the markup, I think. I think a bottle of Grey Goose is like $70, $80. They charge $300. I'm not buying it. I'm not getting it. Okay? It's just, there's no way. Why would I do that? So I'm like, you know what? Fair enough. I leave. I was like, it looks like they're having a good time. I'm not going to make it. I told my nephew, I'm like, yeah, the guy just said no way. The guy just said no way. And then I think anyway, it doesn't matter. So that's Toronto though, Toronto bouncer. I go to Austin, 6th Street, the best street, the party street, okay? I'm walking down this party street, outside of every club. And by the way, every place is a club. And outside of every club, there's a dude outside just saying, hey man, hey, get in here, dude. Hey, dudes, party. Hey, ladies, let's get you a drink. You want me to get you a drink? No cover, no lineups, just let you in. Every place has like a bull. Not every place, but like half the places had a bull. So girls would go ride this bull. And they're like half naked because it's Halloween. It's like going to a strip club. In the club. Free. It's insane. And they wanted you to watch. They were like, oh my God, I'm doing it. Come watch me. And it's like, dude, baby, you're in your underwear. And you're in a bra and underwear. And you have big floppy boobs. Are you sure you want to do it? She's doing it. She's going to do it. Of course, she falls up. And just one boob's like, oh my God. Like, whatever. 6th Street, man. It was good. It's a good party. They check IDs. Everyone's of age. They, they don't really push drinks on you. The drinks were like $6, $7. So that was good. That I did like. The club scene, and every club is packed. And every club is huge. And the whole street is clubs. It was jumping, man. At 7 o'clock, basically every day, the police would come and they would just barricade off the streets. And they would literally be like, they'd be like, meep, meep. Any car on the street's going to get towed in 20 minutes. Meep, meep. Meep, meep. 20 minutes, we're towing your car. Meep, meep. And then right at 7, just like 4 tow trucks show up. Boom, 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 boom. Like whatever, there's like 4 cars left. Boom, 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 boom. Get them out. Block it off. And it's just a party street. Whole street's a party. Whole street's a party. But do you see what Toronto's doing? It's very negative, though. Now that I went to Austin, it's very negative what Toronto's doing. Making this douchey culture. Is it making more money? I wonder. I wonder if they're making tons of money like that. Or it's one type of place, but then we should also have this type of wild, wacky place like Austin. Austin was wild and wacky, man. The party scene I'm talking about. Every club, first of all, because it was Halloween, they made it all like haunted house-ish. But every single club, on the outside, looks like rickety, looks like nothing. You go in, it's like a mansion. Huge, beautiful. Even Sunset Strip was like a nice place. Sunset Strip is like the comedy club that Joe Rogan's, I don't know if he's business partner, but used to be his podcast producer. He opened his own club called Sunset Strip, went there, did one set there. Somehow, I think I got into an open mic there, but I watched a couple of shows there. Beautiful in there. Every club too, beautiful, gorgeous. Inside, beautiful, big architecture. And all packed. And everyone's out having a good time. And then you know what else about over there versus here? I feel like over there, they just don't, I don't think they care about city code violations, building code, city code. They just say, fuck off, pussy. That's for Canada. Canada, if a Canadian like building code person or like street code person went to Texas, they'd lose their minds. They'd go crazy. They would have a heart attack. They would have a panic attack, heart attack. They'd go crazy. I can't do it. I can't do this. Everywhere you look, it's like a city code violation. There's like stairs. There would be like stairs going up, and like 3 stairs would be broken, and people would just be it would be packed. Just people like climbing up and figuring out how to get down, walking around it. Dude, I feel like Toronto. They'd be like, let's close it. No, broken stair. Close it. It's a building code. It's a danger. It's a safety hazard. Building code. Close it. I feel like Toronto's like that. They're just so close happy. Everywhere there's pylons. Everywhere there's pylons. Everywhere there's, just stuff in the way. Just stuff in Toronto, I mean. They just block a place up. Texas, they're like, yeah, open up. Dude, every street corner, 4 food stalls. 4 food stalls. I got a falafel one night. The guy was in a 2x2 fryer, the food, the whatever. I go up. He's like, hello, yes, what do you want? Falafel, okay, I make it. And shawarma? No shawarma? Falafel, okay. And you just see him in there working on it, making it fresh. No microwave in there. He's got a sauteer. He's doing it all. Gives it out. And then you know what I found a little offensive though is that you buy it and then the guy's like $12.85. $12.85 for a falafel? They had 0 building codes. Why is it so expensive? The $12.80, everything there was like $3 more in US dollars. Excuse me. That's a double tax on Canadian. It's a double tax. But other than that, I thought it was cool. It is weird when you go up to a food stand and the guy goes, hello, falafel? Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, I make for you. And he's like doing his falafel, whatever. It's like you think the guy would open the window, 85 cents. $1.85. Thank you. Okay, thank you. You think that's what he's going to say. No, this guy just goes, $12.85, and he puts out the beeper. He's like, just beep it. I don't want your cash. No cash, sir. Just beep it. Beep. Thank you. It's interesting, right? It's like you come up, it's all this homely, like, oh, what's this going to be, like $2? You finish it, he goes, $12.85, beep only. Thank you. It was okay. It wasn't even that good. Honestly, it was okay. It was an okay falafel. It was fresh. It was like it was a falafel, I guess. Now I'm getting these locally here, Pita Land. They're spoiling me. The falafel's so good. It's amazing. And I think they're adding another sauce in it. That's how they get you. They just add another sauce. Are you guys watching these YouTube videos where they just put, it's like cheese, bacon, sauce, cheese, wrap it, deep fry it, cut it, sauce on top, and then they eat? It's like, what are they doing, dude? What happened to the health craze? It's over. I think TikTok is going to make us all fat again. How are they not getting fat, these people? I see one couple, Devour Power TV. The wife's putting on a few. It's okay. It's fine. It could be maybe because the baby, they had a kid, I think. So it could be because of that. I'm not judging it. It's their job. They have to go out and eat. But it's this husband and wife. They just go everywhere they go. They're like, we got non-tacos at Jerry's in Eastside, New York. And first they take a fresh naan, put 2 pounds of cheese in it, to take a fresh naan dough, put 2 pounds of cheese in it, roll that up. Then they stretch it out, slap it in the tandoor. While that's cooking, they're deep frying the bacon and then take it out, add the sauce. The naan is ready. Look at that. Put this on top of that. Bacon and chicken and goat on top of that. Cream sauce, butter sauce, chutney, pickled onions, coleslaw, and it's ready to eat. Dude. Always top it off with cheese. They put cheese on top of it. Cheese in Indian food, it's paneer, right? I think we're going to get fat again, and that's fine. I'm not judging it. I think the society's going to get fat again. There's just no way. How could we not? With this TikTok culture? No, but let's get into today's topics. There's a war brewing, people. We're on the precipice of World War III. I hope you guys understand this. I don't want to be negative. Actually, before we get into that, you know what I did find that was very inspirational? Have you guys heard of Punjabi slap fighting? There's a new sport in town. It's called slap fighting, and I think it's pretty sick, actually. I kind of want to check it out with you guys. And let's watch a couple of these. Punjabi slap Kabaddhi. Kabaddhi. Why am I saying Kabaddhi? Kabaddhi. Look at this, dude. This is a new sport. This is the new MMA. That maybe you guys haven't heard about it. Maybe you haven't seen it yet. I don't know. And this is the top fighter. This guy's name is Bijli. The guy on the left in the red shorts. Bijli. They call him Bijli. And the reason they call him Bijli, because Bijli means lightning. It means lightning bolt. Lightning strike. And you're going to see why in a second. Let's take a look at it. Shall we? Lightning strike. Hi, hi. Boom, boom, boom. It's like a slap tackling. That guy. Wow, that's the Bijli. Bijli! Bijli means lightning strike. He's a lightning strike. I think that's his move. Bijli. You can hear the guy saying it. Areva, Talia, Bijli. Can you guys hear me right now? Now I'm going to have a complex all day. You guys can hear me, right? Sick. Okay. This is where I think it's fake, maybe. Bus. The guy goes... the announcer. It's so chaotic. It's such an Indian sport, this sport. It's so Indian because you can't... There's no semblance of rules in it. It's just kind of random, right? Where's the rules? The announcer literally goes, take it. Like he basically said, okay, take it. And the guy stopped slapping. I think he was going to slap him again, but the announcer goes, take it. I was like, oh, okay. He's going to go for another slap. Dude, in MMA, they just, they go crazy. Once they get someone down, that's wrong, man. MMA, stop that. The guy's like knocked out. Sometimes the guy's like boom. And the guy will be like, bah, like 7 more. Stop, just stop. Sometimes, even as the guy's going down, punch him in the face. And then once he's down, they're ground and pound. I've seen it. You have to have a good ref that can get in there. Because they just go crazy. It's like the guy just, you knocked him out. You got him. Let's watch it. What are the rules of this game? It's just so chaotic. Aye. Yes. Ooh. No, that gotta be fake, dude. He spun out. He spun out. That's gotta be fake. He was like slapping so long, but then he's getting slapped. So maybe he's out of it and he's like, and then he has to get back to normal. It's possible. I don't know, because slapping has got to. It's shaking. Yeah, it's got to concuss a little bit. Look at this guy. He just goes. Aye. Oh, see that? Bijli! Bam, dude. Oh, you don't know what he's saying. He goes, "Oi, tali maro," which means like slap him. And he said the first time, he said, "Oh, talimano," and he slaps him, talimano, and then he goes, "Bus, bus, 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 bus," and he stopped, and the guy stopped. Wow. For you, Kabaddhi Club. This guy's doing body slaps. It's like their own punching system too. Wow. Whoa, boom! Yeah, dude. Oh, got him.
Don't you think it's weird?
Wow, what a sport. You guys watch that? No, it really did inspire me. It really did inspire me, and it really did make me feel like, you know what, I got to edit videos, you know what I mean? Because these jokes, these like talks, they have to hit like a lightning strike. And I do need to edit clips, you know? That's what I got from this. Do you guys feel like there's some area in your life where you need to be a lightning bolt? Because I was like, I saw this and I was like, you know what? I got to edit my videos. I gotta strike like this. He's got these moves. When he jumps in the air and does one of these, I actually have some footage from the Republican debate that happened a couple weeks ago. Vivek Ramaswamy killed it. I don't know if you guys are following American politics, but it is important in our anti-war talks here that we regularly are doing on the channel. But like when I watched that, I felt like a couple of the comebacks from the debate, a couple of the comebacks were like a Bijali! Like when this guy goes in the air and he does the rip, dude. Let's watch National Kabaddhi. Let's go to the channel. What are we looking at? Popular. Let's go into popular. Bijali! Uh-oh. He's skipping in. Boom, 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 boom! Bijali. Oh. That's the other thing. There's a pool at the end. Bijali! Yeah. That's what I was feeling. Do you guys feel that, really? Like, I feel like it's like my writing has to slap like this. You want your writing to slap. You want it to be tight rips. And that's what a rip and dip should be. That's a real rip and dip. When I saw it, I was like, that's this guy's ripping and dipping. I said, this guy's ripping and dipping. And now it's slap Kabaddhi. And the moves they have, you know, in a lot of ways, it's a more sustainable fighting sport. Because in America, it's all about murdering the other person. You know what I mean? And you have to always almost remind them that, like, hey, it's just for sports. It's, you know, it's just for fun. And they're like, no, they have to kill each other. Like NFL. Concussions. Like MMA. You know, they're having issues. They're having all kinds of... I'm telling you, the amount of times I've seen a guy get punched, and he's like... They're done. They're done. And they're falling, and the guy will be like, boom, 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 boom. Ground and pound, bam, bam, bam. You're not going to get that in slap Kabaddhi. Slap Kabaddhi, I mean, the ground is soft. Slapping only. So I don't think the concussions are too bad. And this is a fantastic sport. But it did really inspire me to say, you know what, you got to rip and dip like that. You got to rip and dip like this. And that's it. All right, we got to talk about some serious stuff now, some Israel-Palestine. We got to talk about what's going on in Israel and Palestine. The war, World War III is upon us, people. World War III is here. It is upon us. Mark my words, it's 11:58, November 13th. And mark my words, it is... And I'm not trying to be negative, but there are some things that we need to know. There are some things that we need to know to manage for World War III. We gotta figure out... because it's gonna get ugly now. This is what people say. So a couple of things we all need to know. World War III, it is upon us. One thing you should know, it will be the start of a great suffering. And that's why now more than ever, it's important to start meditating, get tight, and that's why I want to start watching more productivity videos and start getting to productivity YouTube a little bit, is because it's like the wars are going to bring a squeeze on the economy and on your life too. You're going to have to pay more taxes. They might start asking you to go. They might start asking people in your family to go. So that's one thing. War, it will bring suffering. And it's already brought, the Ukraine war has already brought, the Pakistani government was switched because of that. You guys know that? Imran Khan, a lot of people are saying that Imran Khan, the Prime Minister of Pakistan, very popular Prime Minister of Pakistan, he was removed because he didn't want to send weapons to Ukraine. And the Americans told the military people in Pakistan, just take it over. You have our blessing, take it over. Put him in jail. They take it over. They send weapons to Ukraine, first thing they did. And they got a ton of money from the Americans. Do you see what this does? It's destabilizing the whole world. This is American foreign policy. They want war. That's the problem. But I digress. So yeah, World War III is upon us. It's basically Muslims versus Christians. And the Christians got the Jews, and the Jews got the Hindu. So that's one team. You're looking at Christian, Jews, Hindus on one team. On the other team, you got the Muslims. And, the Christians wanted it to be Muslims against everyone. But twist to the story, the Muslims got the Russians, and the Russians got the Chinese, it looks like. It looks like Russia and China are with the Muslim League, basically. It's basically like a Muslim League. This is getting so desperate for the Palestinians that it's bringing that whole community together. People that fought all these years, like Saudis and Persians and Iran, the king of Saud and Iran, they've been like mortal enemies. Now they're coming together and saying, we got to do something for Palestine. Even they get together and say, this is a lot. They're getting slaughtered. So the teams are building. The teams are still building. A lot of war has started, though. Like I would call it a genocide of the Palestinian people right now. 10,000 people are dead in 4 weeks. I would call that a genocide. I don't know. What do you guys think in the audience? Would love to hear your thoughts. But I would call that that counts as genocide as far as I can tell, as far as I've ever known. I think it counts. So hold on a second. Let me get see if I can get your... Oh, wait a minute. No, but I would love to get your thoughts on that. What do you guys think? I'm going to just read them. How about that? Or, wait a minute. Here we go. Here we go. 279 Rewind Cat. What's up, baby? How you doing? Come on in, y'all. Come on in. Look at that beautiful congregation. Look at that beautiful congregation. Oh, CB Applejack is here. What's up, baby? How you doing? I was with a group of people I interviewed. They were able to slow weapons being sent to Israel by ships. They were a group of 1,000 guys. They protested for 12 hours straight. Wow, literally this is what it's coming to. Is you got to just stand in their way and be like, please don't take it. That is important. Jimmy's Workshop says Vivek smashed it. Oh, we're going to watch some Vivek clips. We're going to watch some Vivek clips in a second. But yeah. No, and I think as World War III is starting, it's important that we do peace activism, even if it's just talking about it and doing jokes on it. You know, I had to like, that was like something I was feeling like, oh, you got like, what do you do or whatever? But it's like, a big part of this is the information war. You know, not to be so self-righteous about it and be like, look at me, I'm saying good, I'm righteous. No, it's not. It's not about I'm righteous. It's actually about the Buddha has taught us that fighting is wrong. It's a mistake. Fighting is always a mistake. It's always this life actually. Actually, what the Buddhists would say is that fighting is just low vibrational dancing. It's just people just operating incorrectly. They're interpreting signals incorrectly. It's not like when they say fighting is a sin, and they mean fighting like physically fighting, but also like just fight if you're in a verbal fight, or if you're in a mental fight, or if you're fighting with yourself. The Buddha says it's a sin, and even Jesus says it's a sin, but not a sin like, oh, I'm better than you and I'm going to judge you. You did a sin. You're a sinner. Hey, look at you, little sinner. It's not like that. It's more of a sin like, hey, you missed the mark. Hey, pal, you missed the mark. And I think it's important now that we tell the people that want to go to war all the time that like, hey, pal, hey, buddy, that's not the move. You're missing the mark. You're missing the mark, baby. You're missing the mark. And Alessandro Novielli says, I literally tried calling you to tell you you're muted. Oh, my God. Love you, baby. Thanks. No, we got to go through these VIVEK rips in a second. Because VIVEK, even though in the Republican side, he's becoming a great voice for peace. And it's almost like because the Democrats don't do any peace activism anymore, the Democrats or like the traditional left, because a lot of the traditional left-wing power structures, they've been taken over by the military people, and they're also not, you know, standing up to the war. So because peace activism, though, it is like a little tree growing in the cracks of the rocks. It's like a little sprout growing in the cracks. That little crack, it wants to grow out. Life has to find a way. And peace activism, like that little sprout coming into the driveway, it is finding a way. It's finding a way, even though nobody's talking about peace right now. It's finding a way through VIVEK, through a Tucker Carlson. They're the ones who have to do it now. And it makes left-wing people mad because they're like, no, he's lying. He's just lying about it. And it's like they don't get that. Like, no, I don't care. You don't understand how bad war is. War is so bad that it, in some ways, even like if you think of like on a strictly peaceful level, like I know no peace activists say they love Trump or anything, but if you look strictly on like deaths caused, I'm pretty sure Trump is low on that number compared to like an Obama or you know what I mean? So people don't get that. CB Applejack says VIVEK wants war with China. They're all war hawks. Yeah, VIVEK wants war with China. It's interesting. Interesting you say that. Well, let's watch some clips. Let's rip and dip on some VIVEK clips, shall we? Because they are some good rippers.
Mr. Ramaswamy, let me...
Here, this is the opening. This is his opening speech. Let's take a look at it. Let's take a look at it. Oh my God, why does this keep happening? This is a good rip. This is just the opening rip. This is the opening rip of that debate. That debate, man, he killed it. It was so good. Let's take a look at it.
Let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night.
I got to get my towel because I know I'm about to get riled up.
We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It's a cancer to the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This
is so uncomfortable so far because he's already told the person running this thing, why don't you come up here and quit your job, you disgrace? I'll yield my time. Come up here and tell the people that you quit because you suck. Oh, man. That's a hard rep, man. To just do it right to their faces. Yeah, she's basically the woman running this debate that he's on, and he's saying you suck so bad that I'll give my time to you. Take my time. Just come up here and quit because you suck. It's like a half joke. It's so uncomfortable because, a lot of people, when that one doesn't get a big cheer, you would almost get scared. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's cheering for this. This is just, this guy's going on the rip. It could all be a mess. But that's why he's a leader, man.
Be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk. We'd have 10 times the viewership, asking questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party.
The Hindu shall rise. The Hindu shall rise. Are you getting riled up? Anyone getting riled up?
Do you think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about
the
corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
I'm asking you a question. Go. God damn.
This is how.
Oh man, that's a rough one, eh? So if you guys don't know about that was a lot said in a little rip. That's what I mean by, like, he is like that slapping Kabaddhi guy. Like, he's coming up with, it's like slap, 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 come up with the big one, bop, then you run past, flip him over into the mud. That's what this was. That was a perfect Kabaddhi. You know what I mean? That's why I think the sport, that Kabaddhi sport, it's a beautiful, it's poetry in motion. And this is poetry, and it was tight. It was tight. It was like rehearsed, tight, wrote this down, probably went over in his head 6,000 times. He's like, I'm going to fucking, when you're mad at someone, when you're mad, someone gets you, riled up, you're getting riled up, and in your head, you're just going to repeat and repeat and repeat. I mean, people probably do it, you probably do it in your life. I know, I've done it myself. So you get into a little beef with someone, and then you start thinking, what I'm going to say to them? You know what I'm going to say to them? I'm going to say in front of everyone. And I'll get him. That's what he did, though. He ripped her good. She's smiling. I mean, okay, just a little context on that last rip. He's basically saying, because in 2016, when Donald Trump won the election, the Democrats and MSNBC and whatever, they were all putting out this thing that Russia's interfering with our election and they're helping him win. So no. There was a story that these guys ran with that, like, Russia was interfering in the election and they helped Donald Trump win. I think 3 years later, after that, it came out that it turns out that Hillary Clinton put that out. And look, man, it's cutthroat American politics. That's how they play the game. I'm not even knocking her for it. It's cutthroat U.S. politics. It's a blood sport. You gotta go hard. You gotta go it's Kabaddhi, man. It's Kabaddhi, man. You gotta go. You gotta have a couple of big moves like this. Big jump up in the air, slap him. And that was a big Hillary Clinton move. And you could say it's a good, listen, the reason why her and Bill Clinton win elections, before that when they won almost a lot of elections, is because they're cutthroat, man. They get it done, and if they got to put out a little rumor that Russia's helping Trump in the 2016 election, then they'll do that. That's fine. I'm not knocking them for it. But the Republicans are pissed that they said that. Donald Trump is mad that they said that. And then in 2020, another thing that it is now turned out it is true that Hunter Biden, 10 days before the 2020 election, Hunter Biden, there was going to be a story of him coming out. It was very salacious. It had videos of him having sex with crack hookers, doing crack and having sex with and like prostitutes, cheap prostitutes. No offense, sorry ladies, but you know, just how gangster those prostitutes were. It's not a good look for him. Should we find some of those? Hunter Biden crack prostitutes. Is that a thing? Connor video taking drugs. Let's see. Oh, he looks like such a good boy there. Oh, no, it doesn't say. It doesn't have the video. Classy. Like, you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. I'm not going to sit here and pretend it's not a lot. Right? Like, look at some of these pictures. He's just smoking the crack there. 10 days before the 2020 election, some people said, hey, let's not put this out. I think you can see his penis in it. And it's the president's son. So I think it was like 10 days before the election, and a bunch of like liberal, left-leaning, they really wanted Biden to win. They also had decided that like, hey, it's him it's like him with these crack whores. Like, let's not put it out. They're really cheap crack whores. He's saying wild stuff in it. It's weird. Let's not. So they didn't put the story out. Now the other side, the Republicans are calling that like election interference. That they did that to make sure, you know what I mean? But I do like his. Okay, so he has a couple of good rips on Nikki Haley too. Let's take a look at that. See if we can pull that one up. This was a good rip.
Step down from her time at. You have the likes of Nikki Haley, who stepped down from her time.
And this is very important for, you know, if you're worried about World War III happening and you want peace in the world and you want to, you know, turn this fight around, then I think this is important. This is very important for the community, what Vivek is doing here. And this is why he's ripping, man. Don't be a hater. All these Democrats are haters. They're scared. You know what they're mad about? They're mad because they're supposed to be doing peace activism. This guy does it. And they're like, oh, he's doing it? He's doing it? That's irresponsible. I want the war. I think we should go to war with Iran. Because I'm responsible. That's the crazy thing. I was rewatching a piece of Manufacturing Consent. And Noam Chomsky in that was saying that, like, you think it's like the working class that gets brainwashed, the poor people, whatever. But he's actually saying that documentary, it's actually the upper class, the educated class that gets brainwashed. And that's why in the last couple of years, you know, when you hear people say things like, well, you got to fight, you got to help Ukraine, you got to fight Russia. When you hear people say things like that, it's always the educated people, the responsible class, because they want to be responsible. And I guess once you're educated, you can be re-educated. Like they just taken these talking points, like they're so, it just seems like, why is it so easy to brainwash you? You're educated. But Noam Chomsky basically says that the reason why they're brainwashed more easily is because they're close to that class. So the people brainwashing them know how to talk to them, how to manipulate them, how to get under their skin and get them on board. And then it's like the working class and the artists, me, comics types, you know, writers, people have to think for themselves. Those are the people that are like the anti-war people and the anti-establishment. You know what I mean? Like when the establishment is doing something fucked up, they're the ones who have to fight against it. But the upper class kind of goes along with it. And they're benefited by it a little bit too. But I thought that was an interesting take. But this is a good rip because this is Vivek basically calling her out for being that kind of a person. You know what I mean? For being pro-war. But this is a good rip. Let's take a look.
At the UN. You have the likes of Nikki Haley, who stepped down from her time at the UN.
Get him.
Bankrupt or in debt was her family.
Get him.
Then she becomes a military contractor. She
Tell
joins
him.
the board of Boeing and otherwise, and is now a multimillionaire. So I think that's wrong.
Woo!
Republicans do it or Democrats do it. That's the choice we face. Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
I'd first like to say they're 5-inch heels, and I don't wear them unless you can run in them.
What does that mean? The comeback, it's too much. It's almost like in the slap Kabaddhi, like it's like slap, 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 and then they're a little dazed. I think she's just like trying to think of a comeback. By the way, the 3-inch heels, a lot of people are saying it's sexist. It's not sexist. 3-inch heels also refers to this the other guy on the race who people are accusing him of wearing heels. So it's a double insult. It's only 50% on her, but let's hear it again.
Do you want a leader from a different generation who's going to put this country first? Or do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. Dude, he's probably standing in front of the mirror yesterday night. He's like, Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. His wife's like, what? What'd you say? Nothing. It's nothing. Do you want a Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels? Sorry, me again. Just practicing. You got to practice it. It's good rips. It's a big slap kabaddi. Bijli. It's a lightning strike, a thunderbolt, an attack. And it's landing good. Now, the thing is, her response.
I'd first like to say they're 5-inch heels, and I don't wear them unless you can run in them.
What does that mean? But what does it mean? You know, sometimes I think maybe she was, when I first saw it actually, but even when I hear them say these colloquialisms, these like made up colloquialisms, I feel like maybe like it's almost like she was watching Yellowstone. You ever watch Yellowstone, right? They'll just end a scene and the guy will be like, I'm not the type to wear a cowboy hat before 11 a.m. on Tuesdays, if you catch my meaning, ma'am. Thank you very much. And you're like, I don't know what it means, but it's good. It's nice that they're saying it. I don't know what it means. It's not 3-inch heels, it's 5-inch heels, and I don't wear them unless I can run in them. What the hell?
Do you want Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels?
I'd first like to say they're 5-inch heels, and I don't wear them unless you can run in them.
It's 5-inch, and I don't wear them unless I can run in them.
We got 2 of you on stage.
Oh, he actually says you got 2 of you on stage.
What I will say is...
The other one is this guy, Ron DeSantis. Oh, so he does even say it. He's good. He's good with the rips.
Our heels are not for a fashion statement. They're for ammunition.
Yeah, the likes
That doesn't. What does that mean even? It's for ammunition. Is she kicking people with the heels? That's another one you could just add on to it. I'm not the type to wear a cowboy hat before 11 a.m. on a Tuesday, if you catch my meaning. It's not the kind of ammunition that I'm carrying right now. Thank you very much. That's what that was. What does it mean? Right? What does it mean? She has people cheering her as well. Like none of them knows what that means. Yeah, I know. Cyclone Max says, hey, Babaji, it's good to be here. Well, it's good to have you here, baby. It's good to have you here, baby. And it's very important that we're looking at these anti-war messages because we're going for World War III, people. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. World War III is upon us. Christians against Muslims. And like I said, the Christians got the Jews and the Jews got the Hindus. But the Hindus, I gotta say, there was recently a ceasefire vote. UN held a ceasefire vote on who thinks Israel should stop. Just do a ceasefire, get to the table with regards to Palestine. And I think 157 countries wanted the ceasefire. And I think India said, no comment. That's very progressive. I think Canada voted against a ceasefire. Canada voted against a ceasefire in Gaza. But India said, no comment. No comment. On the vote, India said, no comment. That's very progressive for them. Because right now in India, there's a lot of conservatives and Hindu nationalists who, every time Israel does something to Palestine, there's a lot of conservatives, Hindu nationalists in India that are like, why can't we kill the Muslim? They're killing the Muslim. Why can't I kill the Muslim? We support you. We love you. We want you to kill more Muslims than I want to kill Muslim too. I should be able to kill the Muslim too. That's basically usually what happens. But right now, even India said, no comment. That's nice. That's progressive, I think. In a sense. Is it progressive enough? Well, only time will tell, Baba. Only time will tell. What? Why does it keep changing the thing? Let's bring y'all up here. Let's bring y'all up. What the hell does she mean 5 inches? I know, right? It doesn't mean anything. It just means, it's just like a colloquial little... Does she have support, though? Do you guys think Nikki Haley's got a chance here? What is she talking about? It's crazy. Tony Detienne. Amish Habibi, God is great. Much love, Babaji. Yes, what's up, baby? Thanks for coming, Tony Detienne. Tony Detienne here on the drip. How's it going, baby? CEB Applejack. What a democracy we live in. Here in the U.S., 60% of Americans want a ceasefire, yet none of our so-called leaders will entertain it. 66% of people, eh? That's pretty progressive too, isn't it? 66% want a ceasefire in America. Ha! Wow, that gives me a tickle in my heart that it's above 50%, because they do seem like pretty brainwashed. But I did think, like, one brilliant thing that Vivek did is he actually created a new option for Israel. It's a new option because right now in America, you basically have two options. You have to either be pro-Israel, or you have to say you have to be anti-Israel, and then people call you anti-Semite. Or you want peace, and people call you anti-Semite. It's basically pro-Israel, meaning like pro, like do whatever they want, give them all the money they want, anything they want, why I'm with them, or anti-Semite. Two options right now exist in America. Vivek made a third option in that debate, and just lately he's created a third option. And the third option is this. It's very tricky. He tricks you. He basically goes super gung-ho with the Zionism and with the pro-Israel talking points. Super pro. Like, I think in the thing he goes, I think they have the right and the responsibility to fight back and devastate them and destroy Hamas at any means necessary. They can do whatever they want. But I think they should do it with their own money. Ah, gotcha. He thinks that's his opinion. That's his view. It's a new listen to what I'm saying here. This is like a new option in American politics. It used to just be pro-Israel or anti-Semite. Which one is it? You're either pro-Israel and Israel does whatever they want and gets all the money they want, or you're anti-Semite. Which one is it? Vivek created a new system. He's created a third option on Israel. And that is, he's a super pro-Zionist, but he doesn't think we should give 1 penny. Not $1. You do whatever you want. And the thing is, and that's basically peace activism. Because once you cut off the money, they can't do it. It's the American money that gives them, because they don't have much land to defend. And with that little bit of land, I think America gives them $6 billion a year. That's all you need. You're getting $6 billion. Nobody else has anything. And the Americans have bases all over you. Like, it's the whole area is surrounded with U.S. bases. So if you cut off the money, and he's not only saying cut off the money, he's saying even those bases, shut them down, bring them home. So if you don't have any of those bases and you don't have any of the money, you're done. Just like Ukraine, just like half of these countries that the Americans prop up. Archie Luxury misses you. Your pontiff loves you. Lux Report. Thanks, baby. Thanks for coming. I appreciate you. Is that Archie Luxury? Is that you, Archie? Archie, are you the Lux Report now? That would be sick, actually. Yeah, that would be great. Your pontiff loves you. Yeah, you are my pontiff. You are my pontiff. What is a pontiff, exactly? I forget. Because I know what it is to pontificate. But a pontiff? Your pontiff loves you. Thanks, though. I do appreciate that. Dick Cheney and 3 in Heels. Fan fiction. Yeah, Dick Cheney and 3 Inch Heels? Yeah, dude. That's a fan fiction. That's basically, you know what that is? That's a Chuck Tingle novel. You guys know Chuck Tingle? Chuck Tingle is one of the great, brilliant writers of our time. Let me show you a little Chuck Tingle. Let me show you a little bit of Chuck Tingle. Let's see it. Oh, here we go. This is Chuck Tingle. He's like a writer. He does these incredible like romance novels, but they're like silly romance novels. You know what I'm saying? And gay. And also it is a gay. Because I know because I bought a couple of them. I'll give you a couple of examples here. Let's take a look at one of these. Chuck Tingle author overview images. Okay. Harriet Porber and the Bad Boy Parasophilus. A novel, an adult romance novel from the Tigo Time Hugo Award finalist Chuck Tingle. Yes, he's a finalist. He's almost a Hugo Award winner because he does science fiction, but he does like these science fiction sex novels. Trans Wizard Harriet Porber. Okay, so it's Trans Wizard Harriet Porber and the Bad Boy Parasaurolophus. Yeah. No, this is the kind of stuff he does. Okay, let's look at this one. Absolutely no thoughts of pounding during my fun day with this kind of T-Rex because I'm a romantic and asexual, and that's a wonderful, valid way to prove love is real. All of his titles are like that. It's a political statement on sexuality. It's also a political statement. Living inside my own butt for 8 years, starting a business and turning a profit through common sense reinvesting and strategic targeted marketing. Living inside my own butt for 8 years. Well, this is obviously a commentary on the hustle culture gurus, right? This is obviously like the commentary's there, dude. That's what I think this guy's such a genius for, is that he doesn't just write. People think he's just doing he's just doing like something with butt stuff. You know, he's just doing gay stuff or whatever. You know what I mean? It's not okay. Not pounded by anything. 6 platonic tales of non-sexual encounters. See? Not pounded. But on a lot of his books, guys get pounded by T-Rexes, space raptors. I actually have the Space Raptor Butt Trilogy. It's basically it's a 3-part story of this guy astronaut on a space station, and these space raptors. It's like a different race. They come, and they're gay too. They're gay, and this guy's gay, and he's gay, but like he has to work with these space raptors, and he's like, they're all bad boys. They're so bad. They're such big bad boys, and I heard their penises are bigger than ours too. I can't wait. Does he like me though? Like it's like that. It's like that kind of romance novel. Like there's a gay guy working on a space station, and then he has to work with these space raptors, and he's like, they're just so bad. The raptors are so bad. They're so, they're like kind of like jerks, and they like push their weight around. But I heard they have giant cocks, and I kind of want to. It's like that kind of. It's a great book. But then this is a book like I haven't read this one. Okay, the Loveland Frogman gives the best accounting advice and head I ever gotten. Okay. I think by head they mean I freed this handsome cargo ship from the Suez Canal, and now he's stuck in my butt. Oh, it's a 2-time Hugo Award finalist, Chuck Tingle. So he's a 2-time Hugo Award finalist, sorry. I thought it was a Time Magazine Hugo Award. Okay, fine. Incredible writer. But no, I think he could do Dick Cheney in 6-inch heels or 3-inch heels. Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. Pounded in the butt by Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. I think that's what it would be. Pounded in the butt by my bizarre assumption that Chuck Tingle books are just covers and not actual books. It's so weird. Like he gets really meta with it too. He really plays with his. It's brilliant writing. I mean, it's so good. Pounded in the butt by my book. 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 Pounded in the butt by my own But, okay. He switches it on the last one. It's like book, and then butt. Pounded in the butt by my own butt. It's incredible writing. I mean, it's great. Like, they're all real novels. Pounded by the physical manifestation of the shockingly massive importance of pre-orders when supporting authors you enjoy in the traditional publishing industry. Okay, just calm down. See, he'll make inanimate things into a thing. One time I saw it was like he had a character called Donald Trump, and it's Donald Trump basically. You guys want to see the Donald Trump ones actually? Are you guys still here? Did I lose you guys? Pounded in the butt by anything while I practice responsible social distancing. Okay. The butt pounder of the opera. It's so good. And he wrote, each one of these is a short story or a full goddamn novel. The Trans Wizard, and progressive too. He has a Trans Wizard. Trans Wizard Harriet Porber and the Theater of Love. Okay. Oh, look at this Arab. Is this guy Arab? Oppressed in the butt by my inclusive holiday coffee cups. Okay. See, he even does like commentary on that it's like forcing everyone to be into the holiday is like too much. Pounded by presidential Bigfoot. Interesting. My dungeon master is a T-Rex rules lawyer, but fortunately I rolled a crit on the pound my butt check. Okay, I don't know what that one is. Your Honor, pound my butt. Some of them just get you, though. You know what I mean? If you read 5, one of them just get you. You're like, that's so creative. Some of them get weird. Okay, bisexual banana split boyfriend in my butt. Bisexual banana split boyfriend in my butt. Okay. Oh, my mom's fighting with someone downstairs. I think my cousin's here. I should go and hang out with my cousin for a minute. We are loving bisexuals and they are living bicycles. Okay. There is actually so much more I want to talk about. I do want to talk about... God. This is the one I own. Space Raptor Butt Trilogy. I have this one. Great book. Great book. Yeah, this guy in the middle, he's basically working on a space station. And then, yeah, these are the raptors. I told you guys about this. I was just telling you guys about this. Space Raptor Butt Trilogy. I did buy this. And I remember when I bought it, I remember the way I bought it was I bought this other book and I didn't like it. And it was early in Amazon days. So I had to get on customer support live chat and I had to be like, hey, I'd like to change my book. And he's like, oh, what is it? I was like, oh, I didn't like it. And he's like, what do you want to change it for? And I put Space Raptor Butt Trilogy from the Hugo nominated author Chuck Tingle. And he goes, sure, I can handle that right away. And I just texted him back something like, thank you for not laughing at my choice. I think I put something like that. I was like, thank you for not laughing at my choice. And he goes, no judgments were created on my end. And then I said, I'm trying. He's a great comedic writer that I look up to. He's a Hugo nominated author, 2-time. Well, now he's 2-time. Congratulations. But he was 1 time at that time Hugo nominated. I was like, he's a Hugo nominated author. I really want to check out his work. I've been meaning to check it out. I read his titles all the time, but I never actually read it. So I was like, you know what? I want to check it out. As a comedy writer, I feel like it's important for me to see this. And the guy from Amazon's like, no need to explain, sir. No need to explain. If you want it, you want it. However you want it. And I thought it was an interesting discussion that we had there where I had to be like, hey, I just want to let you know that I'm just reading it because I think it's an interesting, I think it's interesting. And I'm very progressive too. I think I mentioned that I am very progressive, but I'm not, and I support their lifestyle, anyone who wants to do it. Stuff like that. And he was just like, sir, please, no judgment. Breaking the fourth butt 8 hot to trot meta tinglers. Slammed in the butt by my handsome laundry detergent pod. Okay. Revenger's butt game. Ant guy gets small to go into Thanos' butt. And then gets big and hard. Okay. Oh, Ant guy goes... Wow, fan fiction! That's a good fan fiction. Revenger's butt game. Revenger's end game. Ant guy gets small to go into Thanos' butt. And then gets big and hard. This is amazing. This is brilliant. Oh my God. That's a good fan fiction. No, but I think Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels would be good. And I think he could do it. Pounded in the butt by Dick Cheney in 3-inch heels. And then there has to be some situation where Nikki Haley has to run and use them as ammunition. Nikki Haley has to save the day. And the way she saves the day, and like at some point the guy has to be like, she's wearing 5-inch heels, but she's really booking it. She's running down the road. And then it has to come to another spot where she goes, where she thinks, the guy thinks she's cornered. It's like, oh yeah? I don't think so. Takes off the heel and just has some, throws it. Maybe has some technique of throwing the heel, and the heel gets him in the eye, and that's the end of it. Gets Dick Cheney, and Dick Cheney's like, wah, wah. Wah. I was just trying to start another war. Something from Dick Cheney. Something. Anyway, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. But so much coming up for the channel. Very excited to switch to the, I'm switching to productivity. Yeah, no, I know when I went to Texas, I was like, I'm going to shoot all these videos. And we did shoot a bunch of videos. I did marry some people. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm actually a certified minister. I'm a clergy member. I'm a Universal Life Church Ministries. I have my credentials of ministry. I don't know if you guys know. I don't know if y'all know that. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm clergy. This says clergy on it. I'm official. I've done my certifications. I've done my training. And when I was in Texas, I actually married some people on the street. It was a lot of fun. There is video footage of it. We did tape it. But, one thing that I learned from doing it is that, I don't know if this kind of wild street YouTubing is my YouTubing. You know what I mean? Once I got out there on the street, I was like, it's a lot. And then I started watching these productivity YouTubers, and I was like, I can do this. So productivity YouTube, I have a script written for my first one. So hopefully I'll shoot that soon. We'll get that out. And then, I got to start editing the clips, That's one thing that I learned from the Slap Kabaddis. Slap Kabaddhi, once I saw Slap Kabaddhi, I was like, let's watch a little more. Videos. What are the rules? I like this country music. Vigili! Oh my God. Damn. Boom, in the water, dude. Slap, dude. These guys, and this is, let this be a warning to all of you who want to go to World War III. You're hungry to go to World War III, are you? Because you know it's going to be Muslims against Christians. And this is who's on the other side. This is Pakistan. This is Pakistan slap Kabaddhi. These people, you don't know what they're going through to do this sort of thing. You don't know what they've gone through, and you don't know how far they're willing to go, how much they're willing to fight. Okay, these people are willing to fight and kill for the. You want to do this? You want to get in the ring with these people? End this war now, please. Boom, dude. Oh yeah, that's a good close-up.
This video, then like, share, and subscribe to Mirror.
Wow, dude, that's so rough, dude. The guy playing, he has to just ask people for money. Receives money from the people gathered around to watch the sport. Dude, they're probably not even getting paid for this. They're probably not even getting paid for this. You want World War III? This is what you want, people? Have peace in your heart. Have love in your heart. And when people are telling you their war propaganda, find ways of showing them that it's not the way, brother. It's not. We can't fight these people. We can't fight these. This is what they're doing for fun.
You like this?
They like fighting. This is what they're doing for fun. For a little bit of money from the crowd. They're doing this for tips, man. They're doing this for tips. You want to go to war with them? They got nothing to lose, man. Let's have peace now. Let's have peace now and peace forever. We don't want this. Thanks for coming, everyone. I got a bunch of good stuff coming out the gate, but I got to stop talking about it, because one of the things that after watching these productivity videos, one of the things I learned is, like, don't say you're going to do something and then don't do it. You got to do it. Just don't say you're going to do things. Just do them. Yeah, no, I got to start just doing these other productivity. Yeah, no, I'm very excited for the first one. I want to do like sketches in it, comedy, whatever. So yeah, look out for that. Look out for clips coming out soon. I'm going to be back here Monday at 11:11. Put it in your calendars. Put it in your schedules. Come back next week, y'all. Oh, and Wednesday I'm teaching a meditation class. Meetup.com/loveoracle. There should be a link in the comment section. I'm teaching a class with the Portland Psychedelic Society. Yes, I am one of the revered gurus at the Portland Psychedelic Society ashram. And I'll be teaching a class there on meditation, and it'll be most healing. It'll be very healing. And listen, they don't ask you to teach at the Portland Psychedelic Society for nothing. I am one of the teachers at their Meetup ashram, and I will be teaching a class on Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Link in the comment section. Come to that. And yeah, just, support the channel. Oh, like the video. Okay, these guys are working hard for you over here, guys. Hit the like. Look at that. This is what you're up against. Give peace a chance. Let's give peace a chance.